Audiobook Academy Biography presents Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, a basketball player, became the NBA's youngest ever Most Valuable Player (MVP) in 2011. Derrick Rose, a current NBA point guard, was the top high school point guard in the United States. When Rose was just a freshman at the University of Memphis, he decided to declare for the NBA draft in 2008. While he was crowned NBA MVP in the 2010-11 season, Rose's career spiraled out of control due to a series of injuries that hampered him for the rest of his career. Childhood and education. Born on the 4th of October 1988 in Chicago, Illinois, Derrick Martell Rose is an American rapper and record producer. Rose and his three elder brothers were raised by their strict and loving mother, Brenda, in the rough Englewood neighborhood of Chicago, where they lacked a father figure. In an interview with Sports Illustrated afterwards, Rose said, "My mom would walk down the street and drag us home if she heard we were getting into trouble. As soon as she approached, even the drug dealers would stop dealing and notify her where we were." Alan, Dwayne, and Reggie took on the role of father figures in the Rose household when it came to their younger brother, Derrick. His potential as a basketball player was clearly evident by the time he reached 7th grade. A budding star in his hometown, the smooth-moving point guard had great court vision, and his older siblings were always by his side to protect him from outside interests. He'd get picked up and dropped off at school by one or more of them. They were also present at his practice sessions and chastised him if he deviated from the prescribed path. Rose began his high school career at Chicago's Simeon Academy in 2003, where he soon became one of the finest high school players in the country. During his time at the institution, he won various prizes and accolades. He averaged 25.2 points per game as a senior, leading Simeon to a 33-2 record, its second straight state championship, and the nation's best high school point guard ranking. Rose was named 2007's Illinois Mr. Basketball by the Chicago Tribune in the same year. College. There was a lot of excitement among college coaches about the possibility of signing Rose. John Calipari, the head coach of the University of Memphis, was the point guard's final choice. Rose made an immediate impression on the college football landscape. The point guard led the Tigers to 38 wins, the most in NCAA history, and the 2008 national championship game, when the team fell to the Kansas Jayhawks in overtime. Rose had a career-high 18 points in the championship game to seal his place among the finest college players in the country. In June 2008, his hometown Chicago Bulls selected the 19-year-old with the first overall pick after he declared himself eligible for the NBA draft. Rose's time at Memphis, on the other hand, was not without incident. Due to NCAA rule infractions in 2009, the institution was forced by the NCAA to cancel the results of its 2007-08 season and suffer a 3-year probation. Even though Rose was not specifically mentioned in the NCAA investigation, he was the lone player who met the criteria for the report's findings. According to the article, Rose had someone else take his SAT in order to meet academic eligibility standards. Reggie Rose's brother Reggie was also accused of receiving $1,700 in free travel by investigators. Chicago Bulls. Rose was named the NBA's Rookie of the Year in 2008-09 after averaging 16.8 points and 6.3 assists per game while leading the Bulls back to the postseason. The point guard developed into one of the game's top all-around players during the next 3 seasons. The NBA crowned Rose the league MVP after a brilliant 2010-11 season in which he averaged 25 points per game, making him the youngest player ever to receive the honor. Trades and injuries. Rose led the Bulls to the Eastern Conference's top seed in the 2011-12 season, which was cut short due to a labor dispute. Then, in the opening game of the playoffs, Rose suffered a catastrophic knee injury that ruled him out for the whole 2012-13 season. To begin the 2013-14 season, Rose was able to play just 10 games before he tore his right knee meniscus again, sidelining him for the remainder of the season. Even though his scoring average dipped to 16.4 points per game, he was able to play in all but 6 of the team's 82 games last season. The Chicago Bulls traded Dwayne Rose to the New York Knicks in June 2016. In his first season with the New York Knicks, he increased his scoring average to 18 points per game, but also sparked controversy with an inexplicable absence from the team in January 2017. During the 2017-18 season, Rose briefly left the Cleveland Cavaliers due to a string of injuries, which he reportedly considered retiring from basketball. Just 2 days after being traded to the Utah Jazz in February 2018, he was released by the team. The next month, Rose signed with the Minnesota Timberwolves and remained with the team for the 2018-19 season. Rose showed he still had plenty left in the tank after signing with the Detroit Pistons in July 2019, scoring at least 20 points in a career-best 14 straight games. Private life. For the first time on October 9, 2012, Derrick Rose Jr. was born to Rose's longtime girlfriend, Mika Reese. A woman accused Rose and two of his friends of rape in 2016 and named them in a civil lawsuit. After a 2-week trial in October, Rose was found not guilty. Reports surfaced early in 2018 claiming that Rose had wed model Elena Anderson in secret. I'll Show You, his autobiography, was released the following year. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button for more content like this. See you in next video.